Realm with a victory in a shootout loss last week. The Squirrels' first game of 2025 as the Squirrels quickly win the face-off as Mitch Stevens plays it up. Quickly set back down the other end, and we'll get an icing just 9 seconds into the contest. As we get ready to roll. David Gonsalves in net for the Realm. This morning, or after this afternoon now, as the face-off won by Oak City. Caleb Brownlow quickly going to take over, though, as he rolls up to the left side. Brownlow will dump it in, working behind the net. Played out by Mitch Stevens. Stevens trying to make a move as he gets sent down into the neutral zone. They're going to roll a quick whistle, as I believe it went off one of the players on the Squirrels bench on their glove. 9:38 to play here in period number 1. Face-off won by the Realm. Quick shot by Lozzi, going to be sent wide and brought back around to the left side where it's played by Chris DiPiero. Realm with it in the Squirrels zone. Estermain plays it across the other side for Kisa. Kisa tries to push it around. Brought back into the left onto the short corner for Termain. Termain plays it down behind the net. Centering try in front goes off the stick of Pulowski and sent into the corner. Sam Pulowski tries to dump it out of the zone, goes back for Joe Petrolis. Petrolis set up as Pulowski. Tries to make a move with it, comes back to the right side for DiPiero. Intercepted though by Kisa. Kisa tries to make a play on it, but the back check is there as Matriciano, the Randolph, New Jersey native, going to throw one. It'll be one thrown on net on the play by Chris Lands. Is saved by Gonsalves. Lozzi with it now, works his way in. Brought back down at the Oak City Squirrels. Changers, Lozzi with it. Lozzi chips up for Bateman. Bateman looking in front. Going to find Nathan Hans. Hans going to walk his way into the right side. Chip to the right off his backhand. Hans has it on the half wall. Pressured by Stevens. Brought back out to the center for Tim Hickey. Tim Hickey up for Hans. Hans tries to play it around. Can't do it. Played in on the play by Edgecombe. Edgecombe goes with a play. Teed up by Tim Corrigan that goes wide. As now Hickey goes D to D for Andy Zakowicz, the current point leader entering this game for Tier 3 in the NBHL Carolina team. Quick shot going to go wide from Mark Williams. Play behind the net now for Zakowicz. Zakowicz behind the net for Hickey. Hickey trying to get it out of his own zone, but there on the forecheck is the Squirrels. As Zakowicz will play it behind his own net. Zakowicz off the backhand looking for Hickey. Hickey back on the play for Bateman. Turned over. Quick shot in front. Gonsalves able to come up with it on his glove and pull it back in before they can get the rebound try. And a big save by Gonsalves keeps this scoreless here with 7:39 to go in period number 1. Face-off going to come to the right for the Realm, as it'll be Jerry Ritter centering the line for the Squirrels. Brooks Dove to the right side, and Michael Rich to the left, as Jeff Kennedy looks to make a play up to the left side, but it's brought back in by the birthday boy, Caleb Brownlow. Brownlow up the deck now, looking, backhand pass by Kennedy over to Forbes. Forbes has Fritz to his left, likes to go into the corner. Forbes with it back up to the half wall. Fritz tries to play it down, taken over by Mark Williams. Williams pushes it up as Dove will take it now on the right side. Brooks Dove going to send one down, taken over by Sam Wood, who sends it over for Brownlow. Brownlow, D for Wood in front of his own net, brought up the left side for Fritz. Fritz sends one across. Forbes trying to play it, can't do it. That'll go into the Squirrels bench here with 7:01 to play in period number 1. Neutral zone face-off incoming. Right in front of the Squirrels bench. Face-off's going to be won and up and out of play. Almost on to Bryant Farms Road. We'll do it again from the same spot. Face-off going to be won by the Realm. Joe P. Joe Petrolis, as he's known. Got to work it down behind. as Patriciano sends it up to the left side. Worked up now for Sam Pulowski. Pulowski breaks it out. Takes it to the right side. Pulowski tries to chip it around. Petrolise can't do it. Turns back down to the other side where it's taken over by Patriciano. Patriciano to the left. Looking for the play. Finds DiPiero. As it's brought down. Petrolise will have it. Petrolise pressured. Plays with it over to the left side for Lozzi. Lozzi up the left side for Petrini. Petrini turned over. Pulowski with a shot blocked by Chris Ward. Brought back in. Still sitting in the zone, but Lozzi's able to get it away. Lozzi worked up, goes off the wall. Here's making the play out. It is Ward will take over. Ward with it, and there's going to be a penalty called as Pulowski's going to head to the, or rather Chris Lance is going to head to the box. So it'll be Lance 130 on the penalty, and this will give the Realm their first power play opportunity of the game. And they're going to throw Tremaine McKenna, Kisa out there along with Hickey and Zakowicz. As John Wolf will look to try to turn aside all the opportunities for the Realm here. Squirrels quickly win it. Going to be backhanded down to the opposite side by Philadelphia's Tim Corrigan. As the Realm will have to take it out of its own zone now. Here's the Realm with it. Tim Hickey worked up for Zakowicz, who quickly slams it off the wall and down into the zone. Mark Williams will play it now, trying to get it out. Gloved by McKenna, back for Hickey. Hickey swings it over for Zakowicz. Zakowicz with a quick shot, looking for the redirect from Tremaine. Can't get it, as now McKenna will come back for him. McKenna, back for Hickey. Hickey up into the air, but gloved down by Zakowicz, who finds McKenna. McKenna with a quick shot, played in front, trying to get it out of the zone. Can't do it as the Squirrels get it out. Gonsalves coming out to play it with his stick. Up to Zakowicz and back behind the net where Tim Hickey will take control. Hickey to McKenna. Cross ice for Zakowicz. As Zakowicz tries to make a play, tries to make a move around, can't do it. Here's Zakowicz with it. Back up top for Brownlow. Caleb Brownlow fires one to the left side. Turned away, and now working it up is Stevens. Stevens going to chip it back out of the zone as the Realm power play continues to tick away. Tremaine with a little bit of space, something you don't want to give him with his speed. As Brownlow will have it now. Brownlow chips it up to the center, looking for Sam Wood. He'll find Bateman. Bateman over for Wood. Bateman back to Wood, looking to find Bateman. Can't do it, as Grenier will take it now. East tries to work it up to the right side, turned away. Kisa will have it, backhands it. Penalty to Lons is done. As we'll go back to even strength. Rello for one on the man advantage here in period number one. Ball brought back out. Brownlow keeps it into the zone. Turned around as Hans walks his way in. Hans on the backhand. Looks to make a move. Very physical start to this game for both teams. Bateman tries to win the puck away. Chipped back in by Ethan Pinto. 4:10 left to go in the period, and they're going to call a penalty from behind the play. And a little extracurriculars after. And heading to the box on this one is going to be Anthony Matriciano, and Realm with a second power play opportunity. Actually, just as I say that, no, it will not be. We will be 4-on-4 in this situation, as it looks like Hans also going to go to the box for his involvement in the altercation. So we'll get a neutral zone face-off. 4:09 left to play. As Lons with it now, fires a quick shot that goes wide. Ball trickles back up to the half wall. Comes back, Mark Williams with a chance. He'll try to take a shot. That goes wide. Carried over to the right side by Christopoulos. Christopoulos tries to chip one in front. Saved by Gonsalves. Another save as Pulowski had a couple of shots at it. Glove, or rather stick down by Mark Williams. And that is going to be a high stick here. 3:45 left to play in period number one. Fritz, Kennedy, Forbes, Petrolise, and Lozzi out on the ice for the Realm. Meanwhile, it's going to be Christopoulos, Pulowski, Lons out there up top, along with Stevens and Williams. Kennedy tries to work a wraparound play in front, turned away. Quick shot by Forbes goes wide, comes back out to Lozey, who fires one on that rebound chance. Kennedy got something on it, but just a pad save on the play by John Wolf. Kennedy tried to win it away from behind the net. Forbes there as well, but it's Mark Williams trying to take control. Williams with it now, chips it up to the left side where Pulowski will take control. Pulowski tries to work it past Fritz, can't do it. As Fritz tries to keep it in, still being played in the feet of Christopoulos as it's brought back out behind, looking for Mitch Stevens, and a little extracurricular on the play between Fritz and Christopoulos. And that'll be a stoppage here with 3:02 left to play in period number 1. And it looks like they're going to send both once again. I'll go back to 4-on-4. So rather it'll be 5-on-5. Face-off going to be won by the Realm. Petrini chase it down into the corner, sends it behind the net for Chris Ward. Ward with it now, centers one for Lavella, but can't connect on it as Petrini will work his way back up to the half wall. Knocked away by Piero. As the Oak City Squirrels have it now. Ward trying to get out of the zone. Hickey will play it back to Petrini. Petrini sends it down to the opposite side, but that will be an icing. And won't be able to change. Meanwhile, that'll end the penalty to both Hans and Patriciano as they'll both come out of the box here with 2:29 left to play in period number 1. Face-off will come to the right of Gonsalves. As it's won by the Squirrels. Quick shot, rebound, saved by Gonsalves. Another rebound chance. Gonsalves able to stick it away as the rebound try by Grenier almost going in. Realm send it back down the other way. And that'll be an icing here with 2:17 to play. Get a face-off to the right of David Gonsalves now. Won by the Realm. Hickey looks to take it behind his net. Finds Petrini on the left side. Petrini trying to chase it down. Turned over for Nick Lavella. Lavella going to dump it in. They'll get a quick change. Ward will chase it down, but he's got Mark Williams looking to take over. Patriciano with it, looking to work out of his own zone. Now he's pressured by Jesse Tremaine. Tries to throw it into the center, but it's Hickey there. Quick chipped up into the neutral zone. Comes back around for Tremaine. Tremaine quickly going to dump it in. He'll use his speed to chase it down where Williams will look to play it. Chipped back up into the air. Going to be played by Chris Younger. Rather on that play, Michael Rich. Rich will play it back in. Turned around where Sam Wood will take it. Wood turned over. Jeremy Ritter with it now. Has it turned over again for Tremaine. McKenna steps up. Slaps one that goes over the top of the net. Patriciano able to keep it out of the zone, but Wood chips it up over the glass. And that will constitute a face-off here. 1:27 left to play, period number 1. We are scoreless between the Squirrels and the Realm. Lance Pulowski and Christopoulos coming out for the Squirrels. Stevens and Williams behind him on defense. As Stevens will look to chip it up. Gets caught by a stick in the neutral zone. Here's Pulowski on the right side. Backhand chance. Goes into the opposite corner for Christopoulos, but Brownlow is there to get a stick on it. Lons knocks it back down for Christopoulos behind the net, who sends it back out. Lons with a quick shot. Goes off the side of the net. Brought back up for Pulowski at the left circle. Pulowski back up top for Mark Williams. Williams fires a shot. Knocked down by Tremaine. Tries to send it out of the zone. Loved up on the play by Stevens. And sent all the way back down. Wood winning the race with Christopoulos, but that leaves Pulowski open on the left side. Luckily, the ball trips all the way back up into the blue line. Williams tries to play it back down. Pulowski's there. Ball lost in the neutral zone. Eventually played by Williams, kept in as now Wood will play it. And that leaves McKenna now to the right side. Wood going to come off and get a change. Final 35 seconds left to go, period number 1. As it's worked down, knocked down, back behind the net. McKenna with it. Work back up for Hans. Hans leaves it off for Losey. Losey from just above the blue line. Tries to fire a shot, can't do it. Lons tries to play it ahead. Kept back in by Losey, and actually not kept in. He's forced to get back behind as Lons looks to play it. Lons has it, turns it quick over. Hans with a quick play, looking. Here's Kiza. 10 seconds left to go, period number 1. Kiza tries to play it through, gets chipped up into the air. 5.8 seconds left to go in period 1 as that goes out of play. That'll be a neutral zone face-off with 5.8 left to go. Face-off going to be eventually won by the Squirrels. They'll send it down the other way, and they'll have an icing with 1.9 left to go. So need to look for a quick shot. Face-off will come to the right of John Wolf. Breakthrough with the first goal. As a face-off quickly won by the Realm. Here's Pinto going in. Quick backhand shot, saved by Wolf. Ball trickles back in. Set down as Corrigan will send it up. Losey there to get it away as trying to race down with Edgecombe. Losey with it behind his own net. Petrolise will send it up for Pinto. Pinto trying to play it around, turn it around to the outside. Quick shot by Corrigan goes wide as now Petrolise will take control of it. Petrolise tries to work it out of the zone, but it's intercepted. Squirrel's going to walk in, redirected by Losey and into the glove of Gonsalves. Almost a dangerous transfer. Greener who had it in front. And that will constitute a stoppage here with 35 seconds into the period as we remain scoreless. Face-off going to come to the left of David Gonsalves as Forbes will draw in against Pulowski. Face-off quickly, one quick shot going to go wide. Pulowski with it now at his own zone. Fighter one in front. Forbes there, but it's turned aside. Lons with a shot, they score! Forbes off the turnover, and Lons is there to take advantage. And with an unassisted goal, he'll give the Squirrels a 1-0 lead, 44 seconds into period number 2. So it'll be Chris Lons unassisted, his first of the season. So Lons with the goal gives them a 1-0 advantage, taking advantage off the turnover, and the Squirrels with a 1-0 lead here in the early portion of this game. Pulowski with it now, got the net. Lons standing in front looking for a second goal. Christopoulos sends one across. Lons again, he scores! Chris Lons gets 2 in the span of 20 seconds, and the Squirrels take a 2-0 lead. That'll be Lons from Christopoulos. And the Realm down in the first two-goal deficit of the 2025 season for them. We'll see how they respond as Wood and Brownlow is out there with the Italian line of Lavello, Ward, and Petrini. Mel Lewis going to counter with Edgecombe. As a quick shot, going to be gloved up by Gonsalves on the play. Edgecombe, Corrigan out there along with Andrew Greener as the Squirrels take a 2-0 lead here, just a minute gone in this second period. Face-off won by the Squirrels. Quick shot deflected. Brownlow having to get there to get it out of harm's way. And now, almost a 3-on-2 chance that they could have hurried for the Realm, but can't do it as the ball goes back for DePiro. DePiro will have it. Send up the ice for Greener. Greener has it. Centered in front, but Wood able to knock it out of harm's way. Tremaine Tries to make a play, but it's chipped up and out of play by Jack Edgecombe, the Etobicoke, Ontario native, as that will cause a stoppage here. 8:33 to play in period number 2. Face-off going to come to the left of Gonsalves once again. As it's won by the Realm. Sam Wood behind his own net. Carries to the left side looking for Zach McKenna. McKenna chips it up. Kisa will take it out of the air, looking to make a play. He'll throw one on net that goes off a Wolf stick and covered up, and that'll give the Realm a face-off and maybe a chance to try to control the play a little bit here as we now sit a minute 40 gone here in period number 2. Face-off tied up, brought back and taken over by DePiro as he sends it up for the Oak City Squirrels, looking up for Chris Young. Young chips it in, looking now as Rich will try to take over in the corner. He's pressured by Lozy. Rich with it, back out up top as it comes out from Matriciano. Matriciano looking for Jeremy Ritter on the play, but Ritter couldn't connect as it's back down to the corner. Now Ritter will have it, pressured by Wood, knocked down in front by Petrol's shot attempt. As now here comes McKenna going the other way. McKenna slips it off the wall, trying to get by Matriciano. Can't do it now as the ball is sent back in. Lozy chips it up for Tremaine. Tremaine pressured by Ritter. Loses control of the ball. Trickles back out in front to the high slot and turned over. Squirrels trying to make a play. They fire a quick shot. It's going to be gloved up, and we'll have a whistle from behind the play. So no goal as it just trickled in, but the whistle from behind the play is going to stop things. Going to confer, and we'll see what the official call is going to be as they look to talk it over here. 2-0 in favor of the Squirrels. 7:31 to play here in period number 2. Thank you, sir. So the referees conferring with both captains that are currently on the deck. See what the ruling is going to be. So going to constitute a face-off in the Realm zone as there'll be a face-off to the left of Gonsalves.
I guess the real play was dead over there.
Face-off going to be won by the Realm as it's taken over by Hans. Hans tries to keep it in as now Bateman will take over. Bateman tries to make a play on it, but it's turned around by Mitch Stevens, who sends it up for Christopoulos. Christopoulos plays with it, sends it around, chips it around Hickey, where Lons will race it down into the Realm zone. Lons over to Pulowski. Pulowski with it, works it out of the corner. Brought back up top for Williams. Williams going to fire a shot that goes in. Mark Williams from deep, untouched, and it goes into the top corner. A lot of traffic may have stopped Gonsalves from seeing that one, but it's going to give the Oak City Squirrels a commanding 3-0 lead with 3 goals in under 3 minutes here in period number 2. So the Oak City Squirrels taking a 3-0 advantage here before the midway point of the second period. As the faceoff quickly won by the Realm, as Forbes will have it on his backhand. Forbes trying to make a play, can't do it. Turned around by Matriciano. Forbes keeps it in the zone. Brought aside by Kennedy. Kennedy tries to center one in front. Turned aside is now Matriciano. Will look to send it up. They'll have it in the zone. Worked over to the left side now for Edgecombe. Edgecombe sends it across, looking at the pass. That's turned over. Now Forbes trying to work his way through. Forbes on a break. Makes his way through. Couldn't get the backhand try as the back check by Greener was just enough. Meanwhile, we got a player down in the Realm zone. Looks like that's Tim Corrigan, and that'll cause a stoppage here with 6:34 to go. Face-off will come to the left of John Wolf. As the Italian line looking to forecheck, can't do it in that situation as Forbes chips it back up. As Lavella out there. Tom Ward electing to change some things up a little bit. Brought back in behind. Brooks Dove going to send it up to the left side where it's taken over by Rich. Rich going to step in with a shot saved by Gonsalves. That ends up going out of play here with 6:10 left to go in period number 2.
Come on, Mike.
Face-off will come to the right of Gonsalves. Brownlow tips it up looking for Chris Ward. Ward can't get it out of the zone though. Turned around is Rich going to look to fire a shot. Blocked in front, taken over by Forbes. Forbes over to Lavella. Lavella finds Ward. Ward chips it in. Goes off the wall. Here's Lavella with a chance to run it down. Can't do it, but it comes right back out to him. Lavella with it now. Behind the net for Ward. Ward with it for Forbes. Forbes finds one trickling out to the center. Nobody there. Kept in by Brownlow, but it trickles over the top of the glass, and we'll get the stoppage here with 5:38 to play in the second. Face-off will come to the left of John Wolf. Squirrels with a 3-0 lead. As McKenna plays it back for Losey. Losey will dump it in. Played behind by Mitch Stevens. Stevens works it up. Pulaski there, trying to keep control of it. He'll chip it up to the left side for Christopoulos. Christopoulos with a play, but Losey gets a good stick on it. He'll try to chip it around Pulaski as it trickles back down and taken over on the play by Mitch Stevens. Stevens up looking for Lons, who has 2 goals already in this contest. Petrolise sends it up, chipped down by Pulaski, but goes to the stick of Kisa. Kisa with Tremaine. Tremaine going to chip it around, going to look to take advantage of his speed. Tremaine down into the corner. Has it on his backhand. Dumps it back down behind the net where Kisa will take control. Kisa walks his way out, looking for McKenna in front. Deflects off McKenna's foot and goes just in front of Wolf, was able to knock it away. As now Lons chips it into the neutral zone. Lons chips around one, but Hickey out of the play, out of harm's way. Here's Hickey with it up to the left side. Hickey sends one all the way down, and this will be an icing. 4:36 to go here in the second period. And our second of what will be 7 games today here at the Morrison Family YMCA. Face off to the right of Gonsalves. Brought into the left side by Taylor Kisa. Kisa trying to send it up, but it's turned over as Greener will make a play, but then chipped up out of the zone into the Squirrels bench. Here with 4:26 remaining in period number 2. Face off to the left of Gonsalves. Pinto with it. Back behind the net for Andy Zakowicz. Zakowicz chipped up for Hickey. Back behind the net for Zakowicz. Zakowicz entering the day with 4 points on the season. Brought back up for Hans. Hans with a quick shot. Goes off the back wall. Hans tries to win the race down to it, but now taking it up is Matriciano for the Squirrels. They'll bank it off the wall. Matriciano going to send Hans to the deck. As now the ball continues to be played, and we're going to have a penalty here. And we'll see what the call will be. Tapiro looks like he's going to head to the box. We'll see if they send 1 or 2 in this situation. So looks like we'll see a power play coming for the Realm. As Tapiro will head to the box. Realm needing to take advantage of this power play, down 3-0. If they can get 1 on the board and start to gain a little bit of momentum, it could start to drive the comeback for the team that comes in with a win and a shootout loss. Actually, it's going to be 2 going into the box. This is going to be a 5-on-3 opportunity for a minute 30 is also heading in. Looks like Matriciano with his second penalty of the game. So a big chance for the Realm to try to get back into this one. Face off going to be quickly won. Bateman with a quick shot, saved by Wolf. Goes off the side of the net. Williams clears it out past the blue line, but it comes back for Sam Wood. Wood over for Brownlow. Brownlow with it now. Back for Hans, back up top for Brownlow. Brownlow with a quick shot, goes off the top. Pinto with it now, tries to send it in front, covered up by Wolf. Now we're going to stoppage here with 3:38 to go. Pinto trying to screen Wolf in front, trying to get the traffic for Caleb Brownlow. Face off going to be won by the Realm. Pinto tries to play it up the wall. Goes back in as Kisa takes control of it now. Brownlow with it at the blue line. Brownlow swung for Sam Wood. Wood with a shot. Left in the shoot of Williams. Ball still loose. Bateman hacking at it. Goes back out for Wood. Chipped out to the half wall for Hans. Hans up top for Brownlow. Brownlow over for Hans. Hans can't corral it. Back down. Up top for Brownlow. Brownlow going to fire one that goes over the top of the tent. .308 to play here in the second period. And because that touched nobody, that faceoff will come back into the neutral zone. Squirrels able to stave off the 5-on-3 kill right now. .308 to play here in the second period. And how this ends up could go a long way in deciding how this game does finish up, as it's 5-on-3. Realm needing one badly here to try to get back into this game. Williams clears it all the way back down to the opposite side, where Losey will take control behind the net. Losey for McKenna. McKenna not able to play. It comes back in for Williams, who just nonchalantly sends it down the other side, but goes over the top of the glass. That's going to constitute an offensive zone faceoff for the Realm. So the Realm kind of getting a break there, as Williams just not able to corral it. Jermaine tries to win the faceoff. Blocks Williams' clearing attempt. Comes back out to the half wall where McKenna tries to keep it there as Christopoulos tries to win it out. Christopoulos can't get a stick on it. As it goes down, Fritz has it now. Fritz with it, walks from the right side. Quick shot that goes wide. Jermaine with it now up top as both Squirrels back on as we're even. Forbes with a shot that goes wide. And a huge kill by the Squirrels. As they stave off the 5-on-3. McKenna with a quick shot, saved by Wall. Fritz's helmet comes off. And another stoppage coming here with 2:15 to play. See what the official call is going to be as the referees confer once again. Wait to see what the official call will be as captains talk to the officials. And Brandon Fritz going to head to the penalty box. Going with him is going to be Mitch Stevens, so it looks like we're going to stay 5-on-5 in this situation. And what has been a penalty-filled game here between the Realm and the Squirrels. Bella tries to center one. Petrini can't get on it though. Petrolis with one blocked by Lotz. Chris Ward sends it down, knocks it down to the zone where Petrini will take over. Petrini off the backhand, going to find Lavella. Nick Lavella pressured in the corner. As Lavella has it behind the net. Works it back out, looking to the opposite side, but Lons is going to be there with a lot of time to play it. That gets tipped, so no icing on the play. Christopoulos going to win the race. Actually, Losey just beats Christopoulos there and gets body position, but Christopoulos able to get there with his stick. He'll shoot one wide. Pulowski with it. Tries to make a play, but Petrini knocks it out of harm's way. Lons with it up the left side. Lons with it. Tries to turn around and shoots one. Goes off the stick of Lavella and back over for Pulowski, who fires one back in front. Christopoulos gloves it out of the air. Has it. Looks up to the D side for Brooks Dove, who fires one. That's blocked by Petrini. Play gets knocked out as Petrolis sends it out of harm's way over the top of the glass. And the Realm just not able to get anything going here in this one. 66 seconds left to go. And of course, no delay in game in that situation. It's just no change. The same fine Realm having to stay.
At least you got an easy, uneventful one today.
Face-off going to be tied up. Realm trying to win it. Squirrels end up coming out with a quick shot. Coming in by Edgecombe, but that's going to be knocked out of the zone and going to roll a high stick. Played by Ward. That was Greener on the shot. Greener out there with Corrigan and Edgecombe as the face-off is one behind. Realm tried to play it. As Edgecombe with it now, backhands one behind the net to the opposite side for Greener. Greener on his backhand at the half wall, tries to chip it back down. Hickey will get it out of the zone as now Kisa takes control. Kisa up to McKenna. McKenna trying to get around Matriciano. He does on the backhand. Quick play in front, but Williams there to knock it out of harm's way. Ball gets chipped up and out of play here with 27 seconds left to go. Credit to Mark Williams on that last play, just getting into his stick out of harm's way and not allowing a chance to put them in. Face-off will come to the left of John Wolf. As the ball set down to the red line, Zakowicz knocks it down for Kisa. Kisa with it down into the corner, backhand now for Tremaine. Tremaine has it behind for Kisa. 5 seconds left to play. Over for Tremaine. Tremaine going to quickly try to fire one on net. Face-off going to be won by the Realm. Taken over by Brownlow. Brownlow with Wood. 3-0 in favor of the Crabs. And the Realm need to get one quick to try to chip away at this one. Kisa with it in the zone. Backhands one for Tremaine. Tremaine sends one to cross the goal mouth, but nobody there to send it home. As it's chipped out of harm's way by Michael Rich. Rich with a perfect chip almost, so it doesn't end up in icing, and he'll get it right back. Ball sent down to the left side where Chris Young will play it. So Ritter going to give chase for the Squirrels as Sam Wood will look to take it out of his own zone. Here's Wood with it now. Working up to the left side. Drop back in to turn around. Here's McKenna with a blast save by John Wolf. Wolf just able to get a pad on it. And Wolf, who hasn't faced a lot of high danger chances, that's been the rarest one so far today. Coming up with a huge save, and Whistle going to quickly stop this one here, just 40 seconds in. Face off one by the Realm. Played back for Bateman. Bateman flips one that goes wide. Brought back down behind for Mark Williams. Williams sends it up now for Zakowicz. Zakowicz plays it. Has Realm have to get everybody back over. Christopoulos tries to make a move, but Hickey with a smart play just swipes it out into the Realm bench. We're going to face off here in the neutral zone. Face-off knocked out of play by Sam Pulowski. And that'll bring it to the other side of the neutral zone. Face-off. Sent back in is Hickey. Drops it down, turned over though. Walking in is going to be Hans. Hans with a shot. That goes wide. Williams pushes it out for Lons. Lons already with 2 goals. Sends it over for Pulowski. Pulowski takes a quick shot, chipped away by Hickey. Comes back for Mark Williams. Williams, who has the other goal, sends it over to the left for Christopoulos. Christopoulos sends one to the center. Pulowski not able to come up with it. Great defensive play by Hans. Hans with it now, takes a quick shot. Gloved down by Wolf. 3-round chance. Doesn't go as now Bateman tries to work it out of the zone. Bateman has it there, but Christopoulos will take control, and Bateman's going to go for tripping. Lons with a breakaway chance in front, tries to work around Gonsalves, elects not to shoot, backhand chance goes wide. Hickey will touch up, and Bateman going to head to the box, 130 for tripping. Gonsalves playing that breakaway perfectly, not able to allow Lons to get a good shot off. Lons looking for the hat trick on that. But now, unfortunately for the Realm, and now a power play chance for the Squirrels to try and put this one away as Williams sneaks to the left side. Quick shot, going to go wide. As it's played by Corrigan. Corrigan up for Pulowski. Pulowski down to the short corner, looking in front, tries to sneak it through Gonsalves. And no goal on the play, as they rule that Gonsalves had it. Face off to the left of Gonsalves. 3-0 Squirrels, 8 minutes left to play. As it's run back for Williams. Williams down for Pulowski. Pulowski with a shot blocked by Brownlow. Corrigan sends it back up for Pulowski. Back for Williams. Williams steps in. Works to the left side for Pulowski. Pulowski back up top for Williams. Williams with a quick shot. Saved by Gonsalves. Fritz can't get it out as it's just kept in. Pulowski with a shot that goes wide. Brought over to the left side for Stevens. Stevens trying to send it up the zone, or back into the corner rather. As it's played by Edgecombe. Edgecombe tries to work it out. Pressure behind the net. Losey trying to get it out of harm's way. A lot of physical play behind the net. Losey pushes it away. Delayed penalty call going to be coming. And it looks like the... And it looks like they're going to get Brownlow for a cross check. That's going to give another power play opportunity. Actually make that a 5-on-3, a short 5-on-3 for the Squirrels. So a short 5-on-3 coming for the Oak City Squirrels. As the face-off won by the Squirrels. Mons with it, looking for a hat trick. Lavella tries to get in there, can't do it. It comes back out for Edgecombe, or rather Mitch Stevens. Stevens with it now. Tries to fire one across, looking for Pulowski. Couldn't get it in. He had the open net on the top corner. Stevens back up top for Lons. Lons fires one. And Michael Rich standing in front of the net, providing traffic, not paying attention though. Had the chance to redirect that and couldn't get anything on it. We'll get a face off to the left. We'll stay 5-on-3 until the Bateman penalty is over. And the Realm with another penalty in this. Nick Lavella going to go to the box now, and this will just elongate the 5-on-3 opportunity for the Squirrels. The Realm have done a good job killing it off so far, but the longer this goes, you got to imagine, the clock's going to continue. Well, obviously the clock's going to continue to tick off into the Squirrels' favor, but you think that the Squirrels, odds are, may have the chance to punch one more in. So the 5-on-3 going to continue. Referees conferring here. Next game on the docket today will be the debut of the Raleigh Red Wolves taking on the Indian Land Arrowheads. As we wait to see exactly just how this is going to work. I believe they're just making sure they have all the timing set on this one for when the players do come out of the penalty box. So we're going to go down. It'll be a minute 10 on the 5-on-3 remaining in this one. As a face-off chip back behind the realm net. Wood going to get it clear. Just hits the wall in the right spot, or the glass rather. That allows it to get it out of the zone. Mitch Stevens brings it up for the Squirrels. He sends it across for Pulowski. Pulowski dumps it back for Lons. Back for Stevens. Stevens over to the right side for Pulowski. Pulowski over for Stevens. Stevens over for Pulowski. Shot saved by Gonsalves. Back over to the left side now. Right back over. Pulowski with another shot. Another save by Gonsalves. Wood tries to clear. Can't get it out of his own zone. Now he's pressured behind the net where it comes back out for Christopoulos. Christopoulos up top for Stevens. Stevens across to Pulowski. Scores! Pulowski gets on the board in the top line for the Squirrels with all 4 goals. Granted, this one on the power play. As Pulowski gets the goal, that'll make it a 4-0 game with 5:59 to play. With that power play, they've been looking the entire time for Pulowski to get the ball, and it worked out finally as he buried one. But as I mentioned before, with the elongated 5-on-3, eventually you're going to chip away, and the Squirrels get one now to make this a 4-0 game. And good news for the Realm, they get one back as the Bateman penalty expired. So it was the Lavella penalty that was canceled out with the goal, because Bateman could not come back on before the next stoppage. So that will give this now a 5-on-4. So the Squirrels remain on the power play. 5:58 to play, 4-0 to score as Mark Williams sends it over to the left side for Matriciano. Matriciano looking up for Greener, who fires one down to front. That goes wide. Edgecombe with it now. Works it up to the half wall. Tries to fire one down in front. Christopoulos. Well, he kind of shot it with his hand. I believe it was inadvertent, but went off his hand and into Gonsalves, and that will be a stoppage to come back out for a neutral zone faceoff. Faceoff goes back into the Realm zone. Remember, the Squirrels still on the power play, so Hickey getting it out of the danger. With the clear, 5:30 to go here in this third period. Williams works it up to the left side. Williams going to dump it into the zone. Zachowicz going to be the first one there to play it. As it's sent out all the way back down the other end. Pinto trying to win on the forecheck and put some time down on this penalty. Ball played out of the zone. Matriciano with it on the left side. Edgecombe works it up to the left. Jermaine tries to win it away. And a whistle going to be go there as it's pinned against the wall. Pinto on that last play to try to keep the ball down. We'll call that a rat tactic. As play will come to the right of Gonsalves for the faceoff. Won by the Squirrels, sent back up for Mark Williams. Williams, who already has a goal, fires a shot blocked by Fritz, comes back down into the zone. Michael Rich with it now, trying to find Ritter in the middle. Can't do it. Here's Chris Young with it on the right side. Young tries to flip one back, but it goes around, and as the chipping attempt by Kisa, blocked out by Ritter, and we'll get a stoppage now in front of Gonsalves. Face-off will go to the left of Gonsalves.
That was 420.
Face-off going to be one. Ritter throws one off the side of the net as Losey will take it, try to work it out of his own zone. Work up the left side. Now making their way through. Kisa tries to make a move. McKenna with a shot from deep. That goes wide as Fritz will be the one to race it down for the Realms. Fritz with it, trying to make a play on it. Losey going to step up, throw one on net. Williams gets it out of harm's way, and now a potential 2-on-1, but McKenna gets the back check there in time. Petrolise will run it down for the Realms. Petrolise up to McKenna on the right side, quickly sends it up the other end. Trickles off the hand of a Squirrel, but it comes back down the opposite side as Dove couldn't corral it, but he'll get it right back. That's neutral zone play taken over by Fritz. Fritz chips it up looking for Kisa. Kisa looking to make the quick shot, but it's blocked by DePiro and sent back down to the opposite side. DePiro up for Ritter on the left. Ritter plays one off the boards now. Brought back into Bateman. Bateman going to work up. He'll take a quick shot, gloved by Wolf, and we'll get a stoppage here with 3:25 to play. Face-off going to come to the left of Edgecombe, or rather Wolf. My name is misconstrued for a second there, my fault. Face-off will come to the left as Bateman fires a quick shot, blocked away by Pulowski. As Pulowski works it up on the right side. Pulowski with the power play goal to make it 4-0, sends it to the left side now for Christopoulos. Top line out for the Squirrels. Work back now for DePiro, who fires one wide. Back for Zakowicz. Turn aside, shot by Christopoulos, rebound chance in front, not there, comes back out. Play set through with a quick shot, stays on the ground and overturned over by Haas for Haas. Haas tries to make a play, Bateman gets it right back with a shot that goes wide. Lavella tries to chase down the rebound, can't get it there as Lons is able to play it out to the red line. Pulowski with it on the right side, 2-on-1. If they hurry, he'll play it across, looking for Christopoulos, who misses the backhand chance. He's back up for Pulowski, who shoots one, saved by Gonsalves. 2:35 left to play. As now Wood with it, but turned around as Christopoulos finds Pulowski in front. Backhand chance, saved by Gonsalves. Wood with it now behind the net. Over to Zakowicz, back to Wood. 4-goal deficit here. About 140 ticks remaining in the game. As Lavella with it, turned over by Williams. Williams up to Pulowski, back for Lons, who's looking for the hat trick. Lons with a quick shot. As Zakowicz plays it out, but not out completely. Quick shot by Pulowski. He scores to make it 5-0. Pulowski tees up from just inside the red line on the right-hand side and beats Gonsalves for his second of the game, and that makes it 5-0 with 2:02 left to play. So the Squirrels taking a 5-0 lead. As the faceoff won by the Squirrels. Pinto trying to win it behind, trying to make a move. Hickey plays it up into Chris Ward. Ward having it in his own zone. Sends it across and turns over where Edgecombe will take over. Edgecombe with a shot. Rebound chance just out of harm's way by Ward. Ward able to get his stick out of his green. Tries to make a play. Here's Pinto coming back the other way. Minute 40 left to go. That's brought back down behind the net. Turned away as the Squirrels will work it back up, but it'll go into the Squirrels bench. And we'll get a stoppage here with 1:31 left to go. Face off. Brought back in for Ward. Ward sends it down. Petrini will look to play it. He'll backhand it up to the opposite side for Pinto. Pinto with it now. Looks as Hickey tries to make a play. Ward with a quick shot that's blocked by Greener. Brought back down to the right side as Corrigan plays it across for Edgecombe. Edgecombe fires one over, looking for Corrigan, not able to connect. And so backhand one that almost goes off the post. Hickey will turn it around. Brought back up top here as we hit the final minute of this game. Patriciano with it now as the Squirrels looking to take the 5-0 win and get out of here with their first win of the 2025 season. As the play goes down in front, quick play up and top as Edgecombe tried to bury one, couldn't do it. That'll bring things over for Losey. Losey back now for McKenna on the right side. McKenna backhands one. Wolf able to stick it away here, final 30 seconds of the game. As McKenna uses the body, working things back up into the neutral zone. McKenna gonna look to tee up, blocked by Greener. Sent back to Zakowicz. Zakowicz throws one across. Patriciano is there. And here's Edgecombe up on the left side here with 15 seconds to play. Brownlow knocks it out of harm's way here. Final 10 seconds of this one. As Brownlow will have it worked up for McKenna. McKenna over across for Zakowicz. Over for Termaine. Tries to make a play to the right side. Frick